Hello, this is Mike Poore. I wanted to take this time to just reach out to each of you to, kind of send a message that comes from our Little Rock district. We hope that you felt like you've been communicated with in a variety of different ways, both in the end of us sending stuff, but also in us receiving information from all of you. I want to begin this message by just thanking some people that may not really come to mind right off the bat, but at this point in time, when you have kind of a crisis type situation or emergency situation, a dramatic set of events like we have, we really can't be thankful enough for the people that we label as first responders. And I know within the people that listen to this, some of you are in fact those individuals, or you're married to one of those individuals, or your parents are one of those individuals, or your friends are, and hopefully this message can be shared with them of how grateful we are for their service. That's everything from obviously doctors and nurses who have been overwhelmed, but also our emergency techs, police, fire, all kind of have a little bit different thing that they're doing in this time. I also don't want to forget about the folks that are just the everyday people that are behind the scenes at the hospital. There are folks that are answering phone calls to people doing paperwork, and they're super important right now too, because they help ease the tension of anyone that enters into those places to try to receive support. So I thank everybody. Right behind that though, I also want to be grateful for our Little Rock School District staff. On Thursday, probably just before lunch if I remember correctly, last week, we had notification to say that we needed to close our schools starting on Friday. And we did that, I thought, very efficiently and quickly. And I'm most impressed that the very following day, we had staff available, kitchen crews into the buildings, and ready to serve lunch at every single site. And that type of support towards students hasn't ended, it's in fact expanded. So through our business partnerships with the City of Little Rock, with the Central Arkansas Library, the Clinton Foundation, Rock Region Metro, Arkansas Hunger Relief, all jumping in and pitching in to say, we've got to do things a little bit out of the ordinary, think a little bit out of the box. And as a part of thinking out of the box, we actually were able to provide meals on Saturday and Sunday, which I haven't heard many districts in the whole country pull that off. But we did that right here in Little Rock, thanks to the leadership of those groups. I also am appreciative of the fact that now this week we have satellite campus, and we've actually expanded opportunities for even families to get their students to receive dinner meals. So we have breakfast, lunch, and dinner options. We actually are dropping off directly to students that are most severely disabled to their homes and coming to the home and dropping off food. All these things, I'm not sure I'm hearing anywhere else. And again, it's a tribute to our partners and to the Little Rock School District staff that we're pulling this off. I also want to thank our commissioner, our governor, because they helped us get waivers that are allowing us to do these things in terms of a real reach to the community to support families who may be in need and need this type of support for food. Right behind that, of course, is our teaching staff has taken off with AMI plans and delivery. We actually have our teachers having to update plans to add an additional 5-day. We knew that needed to take place anyway. And so our teachers are working on additional plans of 5 extra AMI days that they will have ready to be used as early as Thursday. So that kind of sets us up and gives us a little bit of cushion even after spring break. Obviously, we don't know right now what April looks like or what May looks like. Hearing the governor, I think he has every intent to have us come back, but he also is a person that uses science to guide his decision making in terms of making decisions about whether or not we come back to school, utilize AMI days, or have to resort to other things. So there's a lot to be done yet. There's a lot to learn. There's a lot of things that are going to probably happen to each of us over the next several days. But one thing that I'm most proud of kind of goes back to the beginning is that this community here in Little Rock has banded together to support one another. And that's really unique and something that we should honor. And the final thing is that when you go back into thinking about kids, which I hope everyone has that mindset right now that we always give consideration to what needs to be done for young people. We can create several things that are almost structures and deliveries for young people beyond food, beyond lesson plans, and that's some sort of normalcy. That means we need to have some structured environments at the home for learning times. We also need to provide times for kids to have play and fun and to be outside. So we need to do those things. And then finally, we need to offer our students a level of calmness and reassurance that these are things that we can get through. You're not going to end up not hearing from me over the next several days. You're going to end up continuing to see releases from the school district. Of course, we've got our website up that's full of information that I think will be beneficial to all of you. We know the city has a very full website as well on this topic. And then, of course, there's our partners, healthy.arkansas.gov, the UAMS website, which allows kind of virtual thing where you can talk to physicians, to the Children's Hospital phone number. All those things are available to you to access, to learn more and keep on top of everything. Because the more we know, the less fearful it is. And of course, then that relays down into our young people, where we can provide calmness as we go work through all this. Not going to be easy, but we've got good people all around this community that are ready to go serve. And I'm very proud of what Little Rock School District, as our employees, have done to work with our partners, to work with you. And please know that we want your feedback. We talked about communication and us pushing out. Don't ever hesitate to push in, whether that's an email, everybody, to the superintendent, to your principal, to your teacher, or phone calls in, because we want to try to continue to think and work towards creating the best environment we can for really everybody, but especially our kids. Thank you so much.